Welcome to Numb Bills fan. Patriots, Bills actually at the Patriots. Let's start over. The Bills are entering Gillette Stadium to play the New England Patriots, and used to be a thing where I'd say, the Bills play better in New England. It doesn't matter now. The Patriots suck. I really like being here. Reminds me of being a kid before I went sledding one day during a Super Bowl. My friend Zach, we went to Durant Golf Course, went sledding, and this guy, Tom Brady, won the Super Bowl that day. It's like the only Super Bowl I ever missed. And who fucking knew that a little tuck rule would create a dynasty for the Patriots? Of course, it was against the Raiders because, everybody hates, the NFL hates the Raiders. They hate their own. I don't know why we're recording today. I don't know why you're watching any game previews. Let's just get the brass tacks here. The Bills are in the playoffs. We're bookending the season with preseason. Great spot to be. Josh Allen played his ass off. The season started out with, me too. Oh, yeah, you don't need Diggs, huh? Talk to me about it. Yeah, you don't need him. And I bitched until they traded for Amari Cooper. The only reason I bitched is we're playing chess, not checkers. And that's a big only reason. And a lot of the fans forget that every sports team has what's called a marketing department. And their job, their day job, like your day job might be customer service or swinging a hammer or mowing a lawn or cashier, whatever your job is. Their job is to cover for whatever the fucking Bills do. So when I try to poke against it, I have an army of low information people. Hence why I just stopped being online much. Because why do I want to argue my point in a comment? Be called a jackass. I'd rather be called a jackass in a long form. Speaking of jackass stuff, the safeties for the Bills. Let's talk about that. Cole Bishop, Damar Hamlin. Little suspect, both of them. A lot of suspect, both of them. We know about Damar Hamlin, showed a lot of promise early on. I swear, and I've said this every time I bring him up, him against Derrick Henry, when Derrick Henry was on the Titans years ago, my friend Ben and I were watching, and we're like, wow, this guy could be the next safety in line. Next thing you know, he gets a vaccine, dies on the field, bleeding out of every hole in his head, have sources. And that's not reported, and the NFL pretty much rolls out the red carpet for his family, and he's still on the team. And he's playing good. I mean, I can't say playing good. Who the fuck am I? I'm just Dave in front of a thing here with Keon Coleman graphic covering a light switch because his jacket's sweet, and I have a light switch. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show it to you. There you go. Cole Bishop, we look at the draft and go, all right, this guy's starting, this guy's starting, this guy's starting. Look, the Bills need a receiver. They grabbed Keon Coleman. I was disappointed. Heard Sean McVay. Let me reset. Heard on the LA broadcast against the Bills that Sean McVay, the coach of the Rams, likes to get guys who fall down. He hopes they test bad at the combine and stuff. And thinking about that, I think about Keon Coleman. And when they picked him up, immediately I thought, okay, good for Josh because when the play breaks down, he can find space and get up and get it. He's smart like that. I did not like the fact that who is the defense going to take away? Oh, everybody's going to eat? That's the marketing campaign. Okay. Well, you get Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper makes the defense think about something. Next thing you know, the whole offense opened up. Next thing you know, Kincaid's out. Oh, Samuel's stepping up a little bit. Oh, Khalil Shakir. What we've all wanted is making plays. Next pick of that draft, we got Cole Bishop. What's the deal with Cole Bishop? We're thinking slot right in there as we all think. He gets to camp, having a little sit down with somebody we all know here who creates content, and we're having dinner or drink at Pittsburgh Pub, and I mentioned Cole Bishop, and he goes, hey, did you hear the coaches call him out today? I go, whoa. I was all pandering happy about Cole Bishop. So I brought up the point on the interwebs last week. What about Micah Hyde? Why can't they just sign this guy as a coach then if they just want him to help out the team? Is this some Homer bullshit where Micah Hyde is just on the team to get a ring because, he deserves it and, Okay, love Micah Hyde, all about it. Jordan Poyer's not playing well. Okay? And I will take a Micah Hyde in the condition he is in now, underplaying weight, with an asterisk. Aaron Quinn from cover1.net, I mentioned to him in a comment, is it crazy to think of Hyde playing? This is on Instagram. And he said yes. Because Micah Hyde, I didn't know this, was having a stinger every time he made contact. I remember in the wrestling room, a guy had a stinger in his neck. And it was a scary fucking moment. And I can't believe that Hyde would play multiple games and or come back. But then there's the betting man in me that's like, well, can't stop a freight train. We're men. We have egos. We have pride. He put a lot of time into this team. Does he love football, number one? The media is going to always say that these guys love football because they can't. They're paying them. Okay, they got to keep them happy. They're workers too, just like us. Their work environment might suck, and the team might go, oh, this place is the greatest. Everybody loves Dan here. Bullshit. Micah Hyde, I think, should fucking play. I want to see this guy in the playoffs. If his neck is okay, why would the team sign him if he's got fucking neck issues? That's kind of what I'm wondering. There's nobody else. You can't work it out with the safety that you didn't play at all because what? We got to have a PR campaign for fucking DeMar Hamlin? I don't understand. Cole Bishop, what, he can't sit another fucking year? I don't understand. Is what it is. But when I think about the Bengals, yeah, I don't want to see the Bengals against the Bills. What I've been saying about the Bills forever is run on them. What's really ironic is if you've been following along, and I'm a Bills fan for a long time here, and it's not meant to be me, it's just meant to be a channel. I just happen to be here. Really just questioning what's going on with how the team's built. Background here, 9-year season ticket victim, was going for during the drought. Pandemic happened, decided, nah, I'm not getting vaccinated. Nah, I'm not fucking doing what this shit says, show me your papers. That's some Nazi shit. All coming down from the state who has a fucking $1 billion, almost what? It's going to be $2.1 billion stadium. But we got bridges falling apart. But they're going to have the most high-tech security system of all stadiums that you've ever seen for your nice surveillance state. After the biggest transfer of wealth in human history and a state that has no fucking money to take care of its citizens, and everything goes up, just salt the roads more, the cars go up. We're going to build a fucking stadium for $2.1 billion. But we can go under almost every bridge here and see them rotting. You can see the rebar coming through. Check out Browncroft exit in Rochester, New York. That's a great one. Blossom Road's another great one. On Blossom Road, they actually painted penises around them months back. Didn't fix it yet. But we got a new Bills stadium that we didn't need. Meanwhile, Lambeau Field is still there. And again, followed all this when Russ Brandon was there and all the stadium talks. And all the stadium talk is leverage from the NFL to the state. To keep your team, we're going to move your team. Because they're hijacking your tax dollars. So you're working that much harder. So for 10 games a year, we get to build this stadium in New York State. Oh, okay. So that's why I'm here. I'm done playing ball with the rules of the state and all this crap. And I just want to call it honest. Would I love to be there for Josh Allen in the freezing cold with no replays all the time? You bet your ass. Best football player I've ever seen. Watched Michael Jordan as a kid. Would count his points. Love Shaquille O'Neal. This dude dominates. The coaches need to get out of the way. They need to surround him with talent. When I see Keon Coleman stepping up this season, I've been hard like, hey, media, stay off of him. Don't put more pressure on him than he needs. And you know what? He's persevered through it. We're in player development, meaning you got to have them stay here and keep their fucking job. I think Khalil Shakir could get paid. He is smart. He is finding space everywhere. Mac Hollins, is that dude an X Factor? What I mean by an X Factor is a guy you don't expect who can make a smart play. Look what he did on special teams. Look what a couple weeks ago, onside kick. He plays chess. Love that little corny thing that they put in the broadcast. Mac Hollins plays chess. Fucking great. I can tell. He finds space in the zones. Space is all about space. Okay? Find it. I don't care if we're playing hockey. I don't care what you're doing. You have to find it in sports. You have to get open, and he does. All right? In sports, what other game other than football can you think of that has so many variables? Everybody really needs to do their 111. Yes, the quarterback has a lot to do with it. There's a big leadership role, of course. But this Bills team, offensively, I can't tell you good, bad, indifferent, how much I care about the defense. Josh Allen is able to crush right now. Now, if the Bills' defense is porous, yeah, I'm going to be a little irritated in the playoffs. But I'm used to Sean McDermott being stiff in the playoffs. I almost lost to a third-string quarterback in, Skylar Thompson? Is that his name? From the Dolphins. All year, Bills Mafia is online, off-season, talking shit. It's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing where Bills fans get a rap of being fucking clowns. Why? Because we have a lot of people with time making shit on the interwebs. Guilty. I don't know what you're talking about. So what do I see today with the Bills? That's my rant. I think Micah Hyde should get the fuck in there. Let's go. You want to sign him to be a coach? Sign him to be a coach. Don't put him on a fucking sideline and play your gear or whatever you're going to do. Sweats. Why waste the money? Did you have to spend to the cat? I don't understand. It's really dumb. And if he does have a stinger, it sounds like this cat I'm looking at could do a better job paying safety than Micah Hyde if he has stingers. So why is Micah Hyde signed? If he's not going to play, I don't fucking know. I think he's playing. I think he should play today. Today is a preseason game for Micah Hyde to play. Get the fuck in there. They're talking about Joe Milton the third. Yeah, I have notes. Okay? 4 of them. Back to my notes. So the Patriots might be playing Joe Milton the third because Drake May is now their franchise quarterback, a.k.a. Josh Allen Light. Why is James Cook getting snubbed for the Pro Bowl? What is going on here? Dude has 981 rushing yards, 15 rushing touchdowns. I am not going to look up his receiving touchdowns because why would I do that? All right? James Cook has become my favorite running back in the National Football League right now. I am so proud of him. And I am more proud of guys I can use in my Madden team. Because the more these players shine, the better my Madden team is. And frankly, have barely played any regs this year, which is your regular squad on Madden, until they upgrade the team. So I'm not dealing with it. You're talking to a guy, I would use Trent Edwards, Roscoe Parrish, whoever it is. And my other friends will pick like Peyton Manning's team, get all the weapons. I'm busy using bumps. I am proud to use the Bills no matter what fucking state they're in. Whether they're in, we had the best quarterback in the history of football, to we don't. I will use the Bills. So James Cook, he's great. He's a great player in Madden Ultimate Team too. Very good. Catches the ball well. Runs fast. Has a really good trucking ability. You heard it here first. That's it. Josh Allen MVP, we've been talking about this. What are we doing here? Well, we're looking at stats. Lamar Jackson, very good. Pat Mahomes, clearly not in the discussion. Thank you. Jesus Christ, thank you for no Pat Mahomes. Fucking overrated marketing. The marketing has affected the referees, okay? This is where we're at. That's why Sam Darnold, year 5, Josh McGowan said his 5th year, he'll be in the Pro Bowl. Guess what? It's his 5th year, and he's in the Pro Bowl. Talk about perseverance. And Sam Darnold is the example I was worried about with Josh Allen, which is we're going to have this big marketing squad. We're going to come bring him in, and then we're going to play him early, and we're going to wash him out. Sean McDermott, great job. Whatever you did, good system. I don't understand what that means. Like, for years, you didn't surround him with shit. In his rookie and second year, he got a lot of rushing touchdowns because, and I frankly thought his rookie year, after watching the year before, you could have made it to the fucking playoffs again with him as a rookie. That's where I'm at. I like McD. My McD wrap up for the season so far. Great adjustments. Great job. A lot of injuries. Matt Milano, got to give the dude time, I think. Mentally, he knows he's got to be there quicker, but I would imagine a game or two. But how many reps are you getting per game compared to like going out there in hockey and you're out there for a minute and a half or 30 seconds or, just saying. Giving you I'm a bad men's hockey player that doesn't play hockey much anymore perspective here. So I hope you really respect it. But yeah, Dorian Williams, it clicked. What do you do with Milano? Very interesting offseason topic. Who cares? Offseason ain't here. That said, lastly, I want to go live. Used to go live on Facebook years ago. Had a good time. And then that was when the internet was fun. When we knew that the internet was where you talk shit and behind the scenes you do your real work. And I'll be dead honest, 20-something years of construction, I have no fucking desire to argue with people in comments. I like to talk shit, post and ghost. You want to have a conversation, I will gladly put you on the air and talk. Doesn't mean it's not a war. I just like to talk to people. I like to get people's perspectives. And if you could, check out other content creators too. If you really want great X's and O's, I always start with cover one. You want some good conversation every day, or you want to binge, check out Joe Marino at Lockdown Bills. You want some great opinion, my favorite opinion show, and to pass the time at work where I don't have to watch my phone, I would recommend Show Up and Bulldog. Did a total homer post for them. Pandering. I'm a pander star. I like to suck the dick sometimes. It's great. And with them, they're awesome backroom conversation. You're a Bills fan coming up. You're learning, why does this team suck? And then they've been there the whole time. Like, why don't we do more Madden stuff? And I'm 40. Like, yeah, why don't we do more Madden stuff? So that's kind of an interesting show. It talks Sabres, talks everything, and you get a lot of callers that might say what you're thinking. And then you get your fantasy football angle. There's a lot in there. I learn a lot about the sport and the dumpster fire Sabres too on that show, and it passes the time. And they have one every week. I probably listen to a couple a week. Definitely the post-game show. Best post-game show. Nate Geary has an overtime show usually. That's pretty good. So check those out. There's 3 things right there. Kevin Masseri has a podcast called Going Deep. Kevin brings up a lot of technical stat things I didn't know existed and a different perspective for me to shake it up. So if a lot of content creators are going one way, I don't think Kevin's totally opposite, but I feel he has his own authentic opinion. So check that out, the Going Deep podcast. And I'm your host for this one, David Palermo. And thank you for the support over the years. And I'll see you the next one. Hopefully this Wednesday we'll go live on Facebook. Maybe I'll try to stream it on TikTok, Instagram, possibly Twitch. Bought a thing to stream on Twitch. We'll check that out. But I want to simulcast them all at the same time. If this interests you, you want to hop in or do something over video games, some video game chat too, could do that. And we'll talk about nothing. But last we checked, Josh Allen is going to start today. He ain't going to really make a case for the MVP any more than he can unless he throws just bombs 3 plays in a row. All right. 1 play touchdowns, 3 series, 3 plays. That's it. Bills fan everywhere. I'm David Palermo. Thank you.